What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike, full-time media seller. Another one of our weekly recap videos. We got what we're listing on eBay, what we're selling on eBay. Yes, we sold things on eBay. What we're selling on Amazon, what we're listing on Amazon. We got live on the scene reporters out there as well, waiting to kind of chime in the middle of the episodes. And we do have a topic that it's been weighing on me recently. Can every reseller be successful reselling? And it's kind of like, it's such a loaded question, right? It just depends. Some people like to pick out a certain aspect and choose whether or not that means you're successful. So we'll kind of cover that as we go along here. We're jumping right into the stuff. What did I list on eBay? I just want to say thank you all for liking, commenting, subscribing, watching the video, because I now list stuff on eBay, and magically when you list things on eBay, you sell stuff on eBay. So all of my fat cats appreciate it as well, because most of it goes to their expensive cat food, right? These cats are picky. They don't eat that garbage. They want like this stuff that's like $30 for a little can, right? So what do we list on eBay? Another one of a few weeks back, we listed one of our games and we sold it. So I had another one here. Kabuki Quantum Fighter. Nintendo. Comes with the clamshell. You know, the last one I had, I think it was Quantum Racer. We had the manual for it. So just a good example of how the manual increases value. If I had the manual for this and even the box, this is closer to probably like an $80 game. But the way it is, $29.99 free shipping over on eBay. So thanks again for making me list and be a productive member of the eBay reselling community. So on the topic of basically, you know, like, can everybody be successful? Can me, you, the person sitting next to you, your cat, you know, if they wanted to start reselling, your dog, your parrot, can we all be successful? The quick and short answer before I take it out live, I got one of my scouters on the scene out there outside of a Goodwill. He's going to kind of fill you guys in what's going on out there, what's the temperament. I do think the blueprint is there for everybody to be successful. So I would say yes, everybody can be successful. But if you said, will everybody be successful? I would say no. So anyways, live on the scene outside of a Goodwill somewhere, my scouter, Mike. Take us away, Mike. All right, Scouter Mike has a bone to pick. I'm kind of ticked off, honestly, because this happens to me every once in a while. I'm scanning, somebody hops in, they have their phone, right? They don't have a scanner. They're just picking random books off the shelf to try to see if they're gonna make money on. Why, I don't know, why do people have to half-ass everything they do in life? I mean, seriously, if you're gonna tell yourself you have a reselling business, especially an Amazon business or an eBay business, don't you need the necessary tools? I mean, you can't walk in and just, oh, I'm just gonna pick items off the shelf and that's how I'm gonna make money. You're gonna lose to guys like me who go in and scan everything. And I got 3 books right from the section he decided to cut me out from and scan with his eyes because he thinks he's some kind of reselling genius. 3 books. Dead giveaways. When I seen them, I said, these are gonna be worth it. Knowledge. Forgotten Realms. You see the little Forgotten Realms there? This stuff is valuable. Not all of it. Wizards of the Coast, old school D&D type style, Magic the Gathering. Wizards of the Coast has a huge, crazy following. He didn't even look at them twice. And there was like 8 of them sitting there. It was some of his series. Didn't even think twice about picking these things up. I mean, I appreciate everybody being stupid because you just leave me a $20 bill, $20 bill, $20 bill, but it drives me nuts because if we're gonna act like we got a business, then you better have the right tools and you better be spending your time correctly, right? Think about it. You go in a thrift store, you just diddle daddle around, scan a few things, you really aren't paying attention, you leave money, and then what happens? Oh, reselling sucks, there's no money in this business. You're not putting in the reps. You're not getting out there. You're not scanning stuff. I'm curious here. I'm going to scan these right now. What we got going on. try to show you guys my phone. This one, there's not even any used offers on. New is 22 bucks. We'll probably sell this for $19.99, maybe even more, honestly, because if there's only one new with this sales score, I'll probably, and it's gone. I just updated it and the only one there is gone. So I'm probably gonna sell this for like 30 bucks. I mean, and people think they can just walk in, spot this stuff, pick and choose, be a lazy ass reseller. There goes another one. I mean, and the sales score is crazy on this stuff, right? 19 bucks profit, you just leave it on the shelf. Like I said, thank you for the few $20 bills you're leaving behind. Let's see what this last one is, see if it's any better. Another one where there's not a single offer for this book. You can control the market price. But now, you gotta be the know-it-all, right? You gotta go in, I'm only gonna pick and choose what I scan. Instead of buying a $10 fingers, not even a finger scanner, get the $10 cheap one off eBay, you know, the platform you never sell stuff on. They sell things for, you know, people that actually take reselling seriously. You can get good deals for some of your stuff. Get a $10 scanner, you scan everything, you make money. I appreciate that guy for leaving me 60 bucks behind, and if you're watching this video, got you, sucker. But I mean, it drives me nuts. I want everybody to succeed, and I guarantee you can succeed if you put in the time and do things the right way. Anyway, back to you at the storage unit. It's freezing out here. I need to get in. My Lamborghini has heated seats. They've been heating up this whole time. So back to you, Mike. All right. I mean, I recorded that before I came up with the idea of this video, and I think it fits perfectly, right? Can everybody be successful? Yes. Will everybody be successful? No. You can't go in and be a picky, choosy little baby. I mean, don't go to the store if you don't plan on shopping, right? I mean, how much effort does it take to actually go to a thrift store and then you kind of just try to pick and choose your way to success? Especially in media, you're not going to survive, right? I mean, I pick those books out from my knowledge I've gained over the past few years of selling books. So the fact somebody comes in and they're not going to scan everything, but they don't have the little bit of knowledge to recognize those Forgotten Realms, Wizard of the Coast books, right there is one of those things where he could have made that money, right? He could have been just as successful as me, probably an eBay seller scanning with their phone. He could have made that money. I could have made my Amazon money. Everybody's successful. But what happens here, it's almost like the passion, the drive, and the effort you put in is going to determine whether or not you're successful. And I say it all the time. You're all smarter than me. But hey, we want to go out. We want to see who can scan more items. You want to see who's actually going to get out there and put in the work. I mean, I'm going to go toe-to-toe with anybody out there. I don't care what you have up in your head, right? I got the work ethic, and, you know, that's something that it can be developed. But usually, you know, it's hard to kind of flip a switch and go from being a couch potato to all of a sudden, you know, you're scanning 10,000 items a day, right? So what do we sell on eBay? Yet again, I hired somebody now to do the eBay sales, right? So I'm outsourcing all my stuff because now that I'm like world famous billionaire level, I can hire these types of people. So I'm gonna send you guys out to my guy that picks and packs my eBay orders. So, hey, eBay guy, tell these people what we sold, you know? I mean, we sold something. You should be excited. You don't even care. This guy, he doesn't even care that we sold something on eBay. You keep acting like this, you're gonna get fired. All right, take it away. Does eBay suck? Nah, you suck. If I can get sales on eBay, anybody can get sales on eBay. Let me grab my order here out of the storage unit. I know, it's like 4 o'clock. I'm gonna get it to the post office today, all right? It just passed the weekend. I'm trying to get on top of things, but it just brings me to the topic of, if somebody like myself who half-asses eBay so much can get sales, like, what's the big disconnect? I honestly think people have to look in the mirror, understand the platform they sell on, and just do what's expected. I mean, it's crazy to me. We live in a society where everybody wants results without putting in the effort, right? Excuse the mess. Everybody close your eyes. Don't look at the mess. Listen, it's been like -5 degrees wind chill. This stuff will be out by the next video when it's supposed to go up to like 61 degrees. All right, I'll be out here working when it's 61 degrees. Until then, I'm gonna be in thrift stores. Here's what we sold. KGV Bible, $19.99, free shipping. Somebody will appreciate this. Yeah, so not a bad sale. 20 bucks after fees. I'll probably make like 10, 11 bucks. I get all this stuff for nothing. I can't complain about it. And you guys know $20 is like my limit when it comes to listing things. So, I mean, if I can sell stuff on eBay, anybody can. So back to you with the storage unit. All right, as you can see, you know, the guy's got a lot of excuses. He made me a little bit of money. I always say you could have a whole book business around selling Bibles only, right? I think we all get caught up with trying to be, I'm gonna sell all types of stuff. But I do think if you just niche down and said, hey, I'm gonna be the used Bible girl, I think you would have huge amounts of success if you just niched within a niche, right? Not only are you niching down to books, you're niching down to a specific type of books. Bibles sell well, and a funny story about that was, I wasn't promoting the Bible. I've had it sitting here on the shelf probably for 3 months, and for some reason it wasn't promoted. Don't you know, the day before I sold that, I went in and I promoted at the recommended rate, which is right around 10% for books, and it sold within the day, right? No best offer, they just paid the full $19.99. I think promoted listings, as much as people say, oh, it's kind of a scam, it's pay to win out there. And unfortunately, if you're gonna sell on eBay, I do believe promoting is the way to go. If you have a huge store with tens of thousands of items, you might be able to get away with not promoting. But I just see it as a cost of doing business, so I promote all of my stuff. And on the topic of eBay sales, I got another one. This sold after that guy went and got my order. Yeah, so, and we're gonna kind of, you know, a new little segment here. The YouTube comment of the day, or the week, since I do these once a week. The last video, JB said, just had a $500 day yesterday out of nowhere on eBay. Now it's crickets. And then he put in quotation marks, or she put in quotation marks, eBay is down, eBay is dead. Haha, I'm sure you'll sell that Grateful Dead CD fast. Great find. Appreciate you commenting, JB, watching the video. We don't know, last week's video, we listed that like 1 of 3 or 4 disc Grateful Dead CD. And I picked this one out purposely because we sold it. We sold that CD. We took a best offer for $59. Thank to you all for, you know, making me list something. I listed that because, hey, you guys make me list every video. If I don't list in the video, you guys unsubscribe, unfollow, you leave nasty messages down in the comments. So I took an offer, 59 bucks. JB was right that it was going to sell. I mean, hey, you find desirable items, even if it's a CD for $59, it is going to sell. So that was the comment of the week. Now we're going to jump into what are we selling on Amazon. So I grabbed a few sales from, I think this was the second week of January. I usually try to sort it week by week, give myself a little bit of a buffer zone. So first up, we have a DVD. I remember this one. I was like, what? This is actually worth this much money? And it sold pretty quick. If I remember it, it's probably had to be within, you know, 3-4 weeks. Breaking Away widescreen DVD. It sold for $39.53. Profit was $29.41. This is like a cycling, I don't know. Wait, Dennis Quaid's in it. Okay. Dennis Quaid, on my acting scale, he's pretty good. He's a pretty good actor. So maybe this was a limited print DVD. I believe mine was new as well. So sold that DVD for 40 bucks. I was into it, I believe, for $1.50. So after our buy costs, we make around 27 bucks. I love me some DVDs, especially Dennis Quaid riding bicycles. Shout out Dennis Quaid if you're watching this. I appreciate you. Give me a call. We can talk numbers. Moving on. A book. A lot of you are probably familiar with this. Me not being like the book enthusiast. I was going to say nerd there. I said, if I say book nerd, people might get offended. Book, all you book enthusiasts out there probably know this title. The Owl, the Raven, and the Dove, the religious meaning of Grimm's Magic Fairy Tales. Grimm's Magic Fairy Tales, I'm familiar with it. I can't name like any of them. I see them from time to time, and they are worth, you know, some money usually. So this was a hardback book. We sold it for $45.83. Profit was $33.40. Hardback books are usually Goodwill. Goodwill books are $2.99, but everywhere else I pay $1 or under. So either way, we came out making $30. Shout out to Grimm and his fairy tales. I mean, this is not the first Grimm fairy tale book I have sold. I've sold some on eBay, and I know I've sold some on Amazon in the past. So that's a bolo, but you all know that, right? Because you're book enthusiasts. So you know, you see Grimm's fairy tales, you're like, hey, I'm gonna take a second look at this one. So we got one more sale. This one, I'm still scratching my head. Like, who paid this much for this DVD? Like, is there some kind of secret, like, deleted scene or some weird stuff that happens? How the West Was Fun, not one. How the West Was Fun, starring Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen as kids. This DVD sold for $58.31. Profit was $44.53. Yet again, DVDs, I'm in the $3. We made over $40 on this stupid DVD, okay? So I have no idea why it sold from... If anybody knows why this DVD basically sells for $60, I mean, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen as like kids, like they made how many movies that were in how many episodes of Full House? Let me know down in the comment section, because I'm curious. Why is it worth so much? I don't go that far. I go as far as $40. Thank you. See ya, Ashley, Mary. Have a good trip. Hope to come across you again in the wild. But yeah, this actually sold pretty quick as well. It's just the random things. And a little tip and trick here. You really can't see it in the photo of this item, but those DVDs that have like the black clasp that fold them over and close them, like the older style ones, that's kind of like a good little tip if you're going to scan and pick and choose. I know they seem cheesy, right? Because like sometimes you open it and the disc doesn't even have like a cover. Like there's no artwork on the disc. It's just a blank disc, and then the ring, it'll say like side A. You flip it over, side B. A lot of that stuff in those old school black clip over DVD cases is valuable. Like this silly one here that we came across. So if you're going to be a picky, choosy, I don't want to scan everything, little crybaby, then at least be smart about what you're doing. And I think those black clasp DVD cases is kind of like a good outlet to, you know, just maybe raise your chances of just picking something off the shelf and finding money. So those were the 3 sales we had from that week that were pretty good, cool, interesting. Now we're going to get into what are we sending into Amazon this week. Let me get this Scoutly crowed out because I was scanning a few things prior. Listen, I'm only showing you a few things. This has been a good week of sourcing, right? I don't like to gloat or anything like that. I'll show you guys some of the stuff I selected out, but we've been hustling out here in the thrift stores. And this is just what's left over, right? I already took a few bags upstairs. If you don't know, I live on the 3rd floor, so it's a lot of carrying. So every time I go up the stairs, basically I got to make sure I'm carrying stuff, but we got all kinds of good stuff in here. It's been a busy week of sourcing for me. I'm actually going to source more once I'm done recording this video, but I got to get this out to my lifelong friend, editor, Brett, so he can actually have this ready by Monday for you. So what am I sending? Nice little bolo. I don't come across stuff like this anymore. Kind of like I used to, I guess I should say. I got a new ring scanner. I finally gave in. 5 years I had that other one. It pained me to get a new one. But Deb's like, dude, you're so cheap. You're like the cheapest man I know that's got a little bit of money in their pocket. I'm like, how do you think I got the little bit of money in my pocket? It's because I'm a cheapo. So she went ahead and she just ordered it off of Amazon. She's like, I ordered it through your link in the description. I'm like, yeah, at least I get an extra, $3 back from you clicking through my link. I did give away my old one to somebody over in the Discord as well. But here goes like a bolo I ran into. These are all the same thrift store. Robotech anime DVDs, brand new sealed. They still have the Best Buy sticker on them for 70 bucks. You see the sticker, $6. We paid $3. They were half off. And these were all sitting there. I got there super late. They closed at 9 o'clock. I probably got in there at 7:45. Sitting out there all day. All you sucker resellers. This is why ain't nobody successful. That's all I'm gonna say. We are not successful because we don't have the knowledge to see brand new sealed anime Blu-rays. We're not gonna scan them. We're gonna let them sit out there till Mike wakes up. What time is it, Deb? It's 6 o'clock. I gotta get to the thrift store so I can act like I'm a reseller. And you guys leave me this kind of stuff. It never fails to amaze me. If you're willing to put in a little work, you can be successful reselling as long as you have the right tools. So these are all worth it at the $3 price that we paid for each. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. Would help if I actually had my scanner on. All right, what are we doing first here? Part 3. Part 3 will make you brand new sealed $40, $3 into $40. This will sell basically the second it gets checked in. Part 2. This one will make you $23 minus our 3, make you 20 bucks. Yet again, all this stuff is going to sell the second it get. I can't believe these are all sitting there all day long. I mean, it just never ceases to amaze me. This one will make you close to $30, so $27. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Like, I love it. So I'm gonna do a little quick call out here. Sell back your book. I don't know why I'm showing you, it's up on the screen. $2.97. That's the most they will pay for a DVD, no matter how much it's worth. It could be worth $1 million. You see $2.97? It's usually always worth a lot more than that. So don't get discouraged. Hey, why sell back your book only giving you $2.97? It's just because in their software, for some reason, that is what it maxes out at when it comes to showing up on Scoutly. So $2.97, usually a good sign you're going to make a whole bunch more money. So thank you to all the sucker resellers in central Pennsylvania who left me Robotech behind. I mean, how does something like this survive, right? Like the whole day of, okay, so here comes all the trolls. Maybe it got put out once you got in there, dude. Maybe they literally just put it out 10 seconds before you walked over to the DVD case. Get out of here with that nonsense. They're probably, I mean, it even, I was gonna say, they probably didn't want to spend, you know, the $3 on half off day. But you see the $70 price tag. I don't know. I can't figure out you resellers. You're all an enigma to me. All right, your favorite, I found all your favorite CD. We're sending this into Amazon this week. I know you guys and girls have been looking for this CD for a long time. I finally found it, and I'm gonna burn a bunch of copies, burn a bunch of, you know, repros of this, and I'll send it to you all because I know how much you really are looking for this. Now that's what I call music, Disney Princess Edition. 20 tracks by your Disney princesses. So we got Little Mermaid, Pocahontas, Aladdin, Enchanted, Mulan, Cinderella, Tangled, Beauty and the Beast, Sleeping Beauty, Princess and the Frog, Pocahontas 2. I didn't even know there was a Pocahontas 2. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Now, I always scan all of the nows, what I call music, whether it's Christian, kids, whatever it is, I always scan now. That's what I call music. All right, before the trolls start yelling again, this scan's red. I tell you all, this is just the guideline. It's just software. It's not like you gotta, whatever it says, you gotta abide by. This is actually a green. Why is this a green, Mike? Well, you look at the column here, you have 0 used FBA offers. So when I decide to send this in this week, I will be the only used FBA offer. Amazon is selling it for $15. I sell it for $13 and some change, right? So I'm just gonna click on the $13.99. You sell this around, if you sell this at $13.99, you make $7. We paid $2. probably sell for $13.49. Only used listing. Somebody will say, hey, I'll save $1.60, buy this for my kid. Boom, gone. And being the only offer, there's no competition. This thing's guaranteed to basically sell right away. You all should be filthy rich from selling media on Amazon. The tips and tools and tricks I give you, every single one of you should be so dirty, rotten, Scrooge McDuck rich, it's not even funny. That's how we win. This is how we win. As stupid as this sounds, all of the suckers out there that go off what these triggers say, whether it's red or green, leaves hundreds, if not thousands of these behind in thrift stores every single year. This is how we win. I'm here to tell you, it's no magic sauce. You understand what you're doing in business. This is just a prime example. That's why we win. All right. I am the book guy, so I'm gonna show you guys books. I mean, it's like I have an obligation. I'm a non-disclosure agreement with my YouTube name that I actually have to show books. So first up, I mean, you see something like this, you kind of know, right? Like, come on, hey, how many out there like, I don't know. Okay, Trolls. Look at the spine. This book is destroyed. It's good condition. This thing's still in solid shape. Put a little 30 up label over that. You can even lick it and then slap it down and hold it there. It'll stay good. The Bible recap. I mean, you see this on the shelf. I paid $1 for this, by the way. Survey says, basically retirement. Not a used FBA offer. And merchants are going for 36. I'm no merchant, suckers. I work for Jeff, and Jeff says I can charge a lot more money because people have Prime and people want their stuff in 2 days. So Jeff said I can sell this for $49.99. How much will we make? Who knows? We'll make like close to 30 bucks. Can't beat it. For $1. Holler for $1. This one was pretty cool. All American ads in the 40s. It's got your little borders here, right? Thankfully the border stickers are easy to peel off. I'm gonna throw mine out right now. 16 sales score sells once a week. That is the equivalent here. Used buy box is going to the merchant at $30.14. I still think we're gonna undercut here at $39.92. So we'll be $39.91. Undercutting a penny's toxic, dude. You're destroying Amazon. I don't care. I really don't. I make a crap load of money doing it that way. You want to be the guy that's like, all right, everybody come here. We'll all be, you know, all of our businesses will suck together. We need an extra penny. Go for it. Not me. You sell media, you undercut by a penny. You have limitations in your repricer so you don't have huge drop-offs in the price, but the price dictates the buy box. The buy box dictates who wins, who loses in the world of selling on Amazon. If you can't get it through your thick skull that you need to undercut by a penny and you sell media, move along. Get out of my storage unit. Yeah, you, what? You want to match? Get out of here. See what we got in here. It's a Dan River fabric. I mean, I don't know about yous, but I wasn't around in the 40s, right? So this is a little bit before my time. The American Way, Crow Packs Foot Aids, Sentinel First Aids. I mean, the prices are good, right? The 5 and dime stores. Growing up in Philly, we had a bunch of 5 and dime stores, and we called it that, you know, and that was only back in around year 2000. Look at these old school Cadillacs. They don't make cars like they used to. Another good find. We paid $3 from the Goodwill. Goodwill still got some decent books. You just gotta know where to look. And I'll tell you right now, this was on the bottom shelf. I'm talking like I'm way down here somewhere, and like my back's cracking, my knees are cracking, my arms are cracking. And that's literally 6 things out of my trunk full. Sure, they're all not as, you know, pretty as Robotech, right? But they all are gonna sell probably within the next 6 months, and I'm gonna easily 10x every dollar I spent when I'm out thrifting. So those are exactly what we sold. I mean, or wait, that's not what we sold. That's what we're sending. Duh. But back on the topic, can we all be successful? I actually asked this. For those that don't know, we have a Discord for YouTube members, right? Join the membership, $2.99, yada, yada, yada. We got weekly coaching calls, private Discord. So I threw it out there and I said, hey, what do we think? Do we think all resellers can be successful? My homeboy Sigil, he's been in the group for a while. He's got a crazy story, right? He started out reselling, I think the beginning of last year, and he's a musician, right? He enjoys creating music, and he just loves music. And his first bulk buy was a 14,000 CD storage unit buyout. So he went from basically, I'm gonna give Amazon a shot, to 14,000 CDs within a span of like a month or so. And he survived. He comes, I mean, this guy's crushing it now. Full time, it's all he does. So he said, no way. You need to be hungry. And hungry's in caps, so he means hungry, you know, not like, yeah, I guess I can go for a snack. He's talking like you've been fasting for a few days hungry. Success is relative, but being in a field where the objective is to make money, I view success as being able to entirely fund your life through the vehicle of reselling. And I think he's right. The tools are there. I don't think anybody watching this, whether you're an Amazon, an eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, Depop, Mercari, Whatnot, Bonanza, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, anything seller, I think the blueprint is there. There's no, I mean, you can do things different ways, but the blueprint for success is out there and readily available for free to everybody. And I try to think about it in terms of, if somebody starts selling media today, they come to me and say, hey, Mike, I'm gonna start selling media. I can give you a full, basically, what would it be? Like a walkthrough from day 1 to day 365 of where your business is probably gonna be within each little time frame, right? There's each little milestones, things that happen. And it's the same for eBay. Look at groups like Daily Refinement, Tech and Sports, right? It's not so much about, oh, am I finding this stuff? Oh, I can't find this stuff. It's about processes and understanding the platform and work ethic. You have to get up and do this stuff every day. You can't just sit around and fiddle faddle days off. You actually have to get out there and put in the time. We all can listen to, you know, tech say, hey, have a draft bank, get your listings done, send out coupons, do promoted listings, do all this stuff. The formula is there for everybody watching this video to be successful. I'm 100% confident if somebody that never sold on Amazon said, hey, I'm gonna take this super seriously. I want you to guide me, hold my hand, A to Z. That if you put in the time and the effort and you actually listen to what I'm telling you, or what somebody tells you that has, you know, the proof that they have and had a successful reselling business, it's there for you. You just gotta be hungry. Like Sigil said, you gotta be willing to get out there and want it, right? I mean, then and listen, not everybody's gonna have the same motivation. Some people have limiting factors when it comes to mobility, when it comes to strength, when it comes to time. Some people do this part-time, but I do think every reseller can be successful if they're willing to put in the time, understand the platform they're on, and take advantage of all the knowledge, the free 99 knowledge out there, right? Everything is out there now. It's not like it was 15 years ago, where there was no tutorials on how to do your first Amazon box, tutorials on how to build an eBay store up, tutorials on how to have a photo station for eBay, how to box things up on Amazon. It's all out there. We all can be successful, and I strive for that, right? Sure, not everybody's gonna win, but in my mind, when somebody new comes along and they're like, hey, I'm ready to give this a shot, I'm always like, hey, let's go. You give me a few months, you're gonna be making some decent money doing this, as long as you put in the time and the effort. That's gonna do it for the video. I appreciate you watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Be on the lookout for your Disney Princess CD in the mail. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.